Sorry, I took an extra minute or two, because I realized at the last second that it was of vital importance for me to get an entire sleeve of graham crackers because I was really hungry. Also, I got myself a sparkling water, a can of blueberry pomegranate. I'm gonna mix it with some gamer subs. Code SABLE 10% off. Don't you late as fuck me. I'm hungry. Let me eat my honey graham crackers. I'm going to kill every single one of you, okay? This is Detective Day, and I need all the sugar in my system so that I can think with all of my brain cells. Okay? Ah. Hold on. Turn the music down just a little bit. Put my earbuds on. Sorry, I was across the room. That's why you couldn't hear me as well. Anyway, I was hungry. That's why I'm late. Specifically because I wanted some graham crackers. I got myself some good old-fashioned honey graham crackers, and they're delicious. I got a whole sleeve of them right here. I've got a massive headache. And it's because I haven't eaten and I don't have any water in my system. So I've got crackers, honey graham crackers, and I've got a sparkling bubbly water, blueberry pomegranate flavor. Life is good. Life is good because I've got graham crackers. Now let's crack open that video game. Are you jacking it? We are so back. We are so jacking our Ripper. Give me a second. Gotta make sure that it boots up. This is one of those pain in the ass games. OBS, you're still not gonna game capture it? Alright. I see how it is. Damn, no window capture either, in this economy. Sweet. Audio up. Audio up. Does the rat always wear a matchstick, or did I miss it? Huh? He doesn't have a matchstick. That's his tail. Excuse you, that's his tail. You put some respect on Pipsqueak's name. Calling him a matchstick. It's borderline a slur. Borderline a slur. Calling little Pipsqueak. You know, matchstick would be a great, like, name for a rat. Maybe I'll name a rat that. Pour water on it? No, you'll kill him! Like how you kill Charmander. More like Fraud Squeak. That's crazy work. Quit yapping. I have crackers to eat. We have slurs for everyone! Yeah, we're an equal opportunity slurring employer. What happened to Mambo's tail? Oh, it's still there. You just can't see because he's such a fat fuck. It's behind him. Gotta drive. Bet you know why. That's right. It's the Face Connect debuts today. They start around 5 my time. I'm excited to be quietly lurking. There's actually an IRL meet and greet near a Mothman statue exactly when the debuts are going to happen. Because Pippa is fascinating. Crackers. Miss some supers? Hold on. YouTube did a weird update on my backend, so it's made reading things even more inaccessible. So I'll crack open the supers real quick. Oh, first let's go look at the fruitiest man alive.
I must go to the Central News Agency.
Well, goodbye then.
Okay. A lot of people joining members. Thank you kindly. Next week we have a fucking banger lineup, I will say. There will be no stream on Halloween itself because I have a mission outside of the casino. But every day leading up to Halloween, I'm going to be doing some crazy shit. 2 months? Hasn't it been longer? Man, it feels that way. It feels like I've known you guys forever. My favorite Neilf, Katya Sable. Can you shut the fuck up, Red Hair Cross? Oh, how I love her war chest. The mouse pad is going to look real nice in my eat-up bag. I'm excited for that, too. Trick-or-treating boss. Man, I wish. Crazy? What do you mean crazy? I was crazy once. We locked me in a room. Rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy. Alright, we're going to the CNA. Alright, everybody. Going to the CIA.
I must go to the Central News Agency.
We're going there, buddy.
I'm at the press agency where bullying works.
Very live.
What do you want?
It would be very informative to search Bulling's desk before meeting him, but first I must get rid of this bothersome person, perhaps by offering him a scoop.
Hold on. That's kind of intimidating. Can you imagine? You're minding your business and somebody's standing that close to you, uncomfortably so. Especially dressed like that. It's like if a homeless man was standing behind you outside, not doing anything, just ominous, you know? I'm too old for trick-or-treat. I would just eat the candy instead of letting the kids have it. I wish. You know what? I would love to buy a bag of Halloween candy, but that shit is so expensive. It's like 20 Imperial Standard gold pieces.
Good evening. I'm looking for Tom Bulling, the journalist.
He isn't here. He must be sleeping off somewhere. He gave me a tip. He wanted to save a scope for me. He always gets a good dirt, and yet when he comes in here, it's just to warm his behind. Look, he pulled his desk over the stove.
Here's the scoop for you, buddy.
Listen, Scoop, I'm bringing it over. Only if Bulling isn't here, I'm leaving.
Wait, what's this scoop?
Bulling promised me a reward for info. There's a charlatan who does spiritualist seances that are a little bit special. He steals corpses from the morgue, puts makeup on them, dresses them up, and then uses them as puppets.
I'll give you your dues. We'll pay you if this info is true.
I'll write down the address of the hideout on the crook's leaflet, but the police will be in on this one, so you better get there in time.
Understood. I'll go alone. Too bad for Bulling.
Hey, you wouldn't have a little something in advance?
Look on Bulling's desk. I know that he always leaves a few coins around for his snitches. Cheers.
That's
Watson
crazy.
won't be pleased that I'm divulging the case, but I don't see any other way.
I like that Sherlock's priority was, hey, you can give me some money, right? You're gonna give me some fucking money. I'm not giving away my special corpse information for free.
A mirror.
And bro's straight up saying, just take it. Take it off the desk. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Crumpled letter. Permit me to defend myself against the slanderous accusations brought against me. You were not lied to regarding the facts. Mr. Bulling spent all of his time in most odious of pubs. but I am only doing my work as a journalist. It is during these outings that I can find the best information, because I am thus in contact with the common man. Let me peace to you, dear boss, that I can bring to this agency what it deserves, the most extraordinary and the most stimulating information. For I don't care.
Even handwriting, yet fairly recognizable.
Oh, damn it. I'm just going to move my OBS here so I can actually see things whenever it fucks up. Okay. Is this a high lady voice? I'm not high. You see, unlike some people, I don't do drugs. Oh, fuck yeah, free money.
This is Bulling's desk, the one closest to the stove. Some coins. I will take them. That will avoid suspicion if the journalist returns.
Yeah, absolutely. It's to avoid suspicion, nothing else.
This may come in handy. These are Bulling's notes. They are of little interest at the moment, but one never knows.
Can you do the Nagala from Slayers, the Ojosima laugh? I don't know, I've never tried it. Oh! Aren't you smoking pipe weed? I'll have you know that this is 100% entirely nicotine free. This is purely aromatic. You know why? Pure vibes, but also because I want to be smelling perfect at all times, and perfume wears off. However, if you've got a steady stream of non-noxious, non-sticky, flavored smelling smoke, your aura raises 10,000%. You honestly think I would have the longevity I have if I was busy smoking weed? I'd have negative 10 business partners. I would be fucking nasty if I smelled like weed. Only nice aromatics here. It's soothing. Also, I think my gain is a little too sharp. Hold on. Somebody said I sounded loud. I muted myself. I'm gonna kill myself right now. Is it black tar heroin? Wouldn't you like to know, Sailor Boy? Alright. More crackers for me.
A charred match.
Can I take it?
A charred match.
Guess not. I don't know. I'm very sensitive to smell. So, if something smells off,
The fire has almost gone out.
I can't function.
But the stove is still burning hot. Bulling recently used the stove. The fire has almost gone out, but the stove... Bulling recently used the stove.
Okay, do I have... For some reason, I seem to think that we have a note with invisible ink. No? Can I burn this?
The fire has almost...
No.
Bulling recently used the stove.
But yeah, no, quite genuinely, if I smell weed, it makes me viscerally ill. I cannot smoke marijuana. I would never want to, anyway. I like being in control of my facilities. Invisible Ink was a Disney game? Oh, unfortunate.
A mirror.
A mirror.
Mr. Moore, I have noticed one of your employees, Thomas Bulling, arrive at the meeting in a state of inebriation. I must ask you to take care of your team's discipline. I know that you indulge this journalist, giving the explosive information that he manages to flush out, but this behavior is unacceptable. This should not repeat itself, or I will hold you personally responsible. The assistant director.
Bullying's boss, Mr. Moore, seems to be protecting the journalist. I would imagine these are compartments to organize the paper's incoming dispatches.
What happened to that noble in the Alliance of the Kingdoms after that video? Wouldn't you like to know? It's still an ongoing conflict.
A telephone, a device that enables you to talk with anyone in London, provided the receiver has a telephone too.
Pimpsqueak accompanying you today as an Overwatch, Katya? Is he properly armed to be your bodyguard?
Nah, I just don't trust the little fucker. Ever since he came back from Memoria, I haven't sent him out on any other missions because I don't trust him. He's been acting strange, and I don't want him giving her any more of my information.
I need more information.
She likes to be bottom. Kill yourself right now. Right in front of me. Do a flip. Make it funny. So I'm going to be playing Liar's Bar later this week with Yenna Youngblood of Chroma Shift and Shikai and Memoria. I'm also going to be doing... it was supposed to be yesterday, but we've rescheduled. Me and Ava, we're going to be playing... Schedule 1, because unlike me, some people do like partaking in drugs, but you know what I always say, don't get high on your own supply.
I would imagine these are compartments to organize the paper's incoming dispatches.
As well, I have, oh my god. So, you may have noticed on Twitter over the last few days, I have been apologizing for something. Now, people are a bit confused. What are you apologizing for? There's no context. What's going on? This coming week, I plan to address such...
I need more information.
It's gonna be really fucking funny. Here's the thing. It's an elaborate bit. It's a secret between you guys and me. It's kind of like a community joke. I reached out to the Discord, and this extends to you too. If you find the tweets where I'm apologizing, the whole joke is that there's nothing I'm apologizing for. I'm genuinely artificially manufacturing a response to a weak VTuber apology. And I'm asking my friends, I'm asking my coworkers, I'm asking everybody to put disappointed responses underneath. Specifically, I want people to accuse me for things going wrong on Twitch and single-handedly destroying TwitchCon, being responsible for Hassan shocking his dog, whatever. I'm trying to see if I can catch tourists in my web, trying to see if I can get them to also start feeling the outrage. And from there, I'm going to harvest myself for content. The Katya situation is crazy. Yeah. Once I can get enough motion generated on that post, I'm gonna make an apology for my apology. I'm gonna apologize for apologizing. PSYOP farming, you get it! Money, cloth, Bulling's notes. Maybe I burn Bulling's notes?
The fire has almost gone out.
Fine.
Bulling recently used the stove.
I don't know what to do. Okay, let's pull open the guide. Can't believe what Katya did on Earth during 1999. You can't prove shit. Okay, pull open the game guide. Katya gifted the shot collar to Hassan. How evil. No, I personally blackmailed him. I said, if you don't shock your dog on stream right now, I am going to kill you and your girlfriend. That's what I said. Mm-hmm. Ah, okay. I gotta go to the trash bin. I think that's it. Okay.
The fire has almost... Bulling recently used the stove.
I know what to do. We old rag this bitch.
A torn piece of blotting paper. Curious. Curious. It looks like someone wanted to destroy this piece of blotting paper that had red ink on it. I can make out a few more letters, but backwards. I need something to help me.
Got a fish from the garbage. Hello?
A charred match.
Okay, I guess not, I think. Or not? Yeah, the Katya situation's crazy, right? Look, what can I say? I'm a bit of a rabble-rouser.
By putting this piece of blotting paper in front of the mirror, I can read what is written.
Information on the Whitechapel killer. Call by telephone. W.A. Ooh.
Apparently, our journalist gets his information by telephone too. Sadly, the name is almost erased.
Well, that was useless. I'm gonna leave now.
I need more information.
Ah, fuck it. Arousing the rabble. It's what I'm best at. Okay, now Holmes will put the stove, make it readable. The phone. Oh, there's a puzzle. I'm gonna kill myself. I hate that I have to solve puzzles in a puzzle game.
If I telephone one of Bulling's contacts pretending to be his assistant, I might learn something of interest.
Nothing ever happens. Fenton? Oh my god, is that a drug reference? That's crazy. So it's probably one of the 4 numbers on here.
Should have threatened him with releasing footage of him visiting that brothel that got raided for trafficking underage girls.
Please don't kill yourself. You could kill so many other people instead. Well, no. You see, that's the game. I kill myself and then everybody commits suicide in solidarity. Kind of like how there was Cut for Bieber in the 2000s. But yeah, I was just talking about my PSYOP. I'm trying to artificially manufacture my baby's first yab. Because I'm going to be so real. I've said so many things that I feel like I've deserved some outrage for. And I haven't gotten it. And I'm so disappointed. I want a little bit of that meat, you know? I want a little bit of that spice, that edge. So what I did is I preemptively went on Twitter and I made an apology. Now, what am I apologizing for? Genuinely nothing. I have nothing to apologize for, but all the same, I put out a very blank, plain apology, and I vaguely insinuated there was a post I deleted, but there was never a post. And so I'm asking my community to respond to that post, accusing me for random, bizarre shit that I possibly couldn't have done, and I'm going to see if it can get enough traction to attract normies that like to bandwagon. And after I can actually get some normies bandwagoning, then I'm going to have a press release stream where I address the allegations. but the allegations are just me apologizing for apologizing. It's gonna be great. Tails up for Katya. Perfect. Oh wait, so you are an attention whore. Excuse you. That's not a nice thing to call a woman, even if it's true. Katya did nothing wrong. Many such cases. I gotta be worse. I gotta be worse, and then I don't have to manufacture outrage. Alright, let's see. Fenton 431 61616. And 1893. Do any of these match? Oh wait, this looks like
This page has some light ink stains. It contains.
okay. That matches the imprint, so it's probably 1875. 18. Okay. I didn't even need my notes for that. Not an attention whore, an attention escort, different class and pay grade. I like to think that... I'm an attention... I'm an attention, an attention scalper. I trick people into giving me attention. Kind of like how scalpers trick the less intelligent into paying way too much money for something that they shouldn't be paying for. Okay, now how do
This page has some light.
Okay, 1875. Okay, now what? Do I put this coin in?
This page has some
shut
light
the
ink
fuck
stains.
up, Sherlock! Oh, there we go.
Walesby 1875, an ingenious way to save his contact. Central, Walesby 1875, if you will. Thank you, I will wait.
Walesby, I am listening.
An attention
Hello, my
rug
dear
bull,
man.
yeah.
I'm calling on behalf of Tom Bulling.
Bulling? So you know where this hypocrite, this liar, this...
Not at all. He is currently unobtainable. In the meantime, he has left me with a note asking me to pursue his work, and he told me that you were aware.
That's just great. I dropped everything off at his agency, but he didn't even bother to do the same for me. Tell me he at least gave you the information that I was asking in return.
I am ready, sir. I'm listening.
Do the police have a suspect for the bizarre theft of cigarettes and carrots that took place at the commercial street market?
I'm gonna have to go, boss. I'll be seeing you. Look forward to seeing you at the racetrack, Vinyl. Oh, my God, my audio is peaking. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Little less intense. Man, I'm almost out of graham crackers. And I'm thirsty. Time for my sparkling water. Look, this is a very chill scenario. You'd think calling for the death and destruction of every other fantasy race and, when I say fantasy, I mean, like, women. Because they're not real. I think all women, if they were real, they would be the worst things in the world, you know? I mean, have you seen some of the shit they get up to? They accuse each other of stealing each other's boyfriends when, like, nobody wants their boyfriends. Very high school antics. Good thing they're not real and that it's all just, like, smoke and mirrors and it's just men LARPing. Oh? Damn, okay. Okay, let's fix that then. If women were real, I'd ask them where their Bugatti is. Maybe it's mic placement, actually. Hold on. But yeah. No, I keep getting... It keeps peaking. I don't know... Whatever. Women. Am I right? No, you're not. They're not real. Okay, wait, what if I just move this back a bit? Is that better? I don't want to ear rape everybody here. Woman is the worst genre of fantasy. I mean, they are a fantasy. Alright, crackers. Bizarre theft of cigarettes. Vote for me, I, civil servant, head of the Tories. Well, that's a cigarette, so coughs. I knew women were just guys with voice changers. Karens. So, rabbit. Police. Scotland Yard. Scotland Yard.
I think, according to Bulling, that Inspector Lestrade's team is looking for a rabbit with a bad cough.
Ah, damned Bulling. One day he'll be in some serious trouble for mocking the police. And now, can you tell me, with regards to the parliamentary scandal, what did the head of the Whig Party respond to the Tories who were treating him as a great incompetent?
Politics. Vote for me. Tories. The head of the Tories, he... great incompetent. Goes around in circles. No. Makes a lot of noise. Hold on, what's the note say? Okay, vote for me is right, but oh, okay. Vote for me, I will surely be your best representative.
According to Bulling, the head of the Whigs said, "Vote for me, I will be your best representative."
Good. That'll make for a good paper. There is one last question. According to a government social study, civil servants make the best husbands. Why?
Have we forgiven you already? Yes, but make it for something totally unrelated. Like, you forgive me because I've paid off the parents of all the orphans I've killed. And so that means that I'm a very generous philanthropist. Social studies, civil services make the best husbands. Okay, what makes the best husband? When he comes home from work, that's a good sentence start. Goes right. Husband. He is never tired. And gardener and ecologist. He is never tired and that coughs. We already did these two. Never tired and in secrecy. He is never tired and has already read the newspaper.
I believe I can confirm that it is, because civil servants aren't tired and have already read the paper when they come home from work.
Very true. Good. It seems like Bulling has finally done his work.
As everything is all in order, can you now tell me where the information is that you sent to the agency?
Yes. There is a large brown envelope near the dispatch cabinet. It's in there that we exchange our tips with Bulling.
1,000 thanks. Goodbye, sir.
My salutations to Bulling.
Man. These crackers are, satisfying my sweet tooth, but I just really fucking want some Halloween candy. This sucks.
I would imagine these are compartments to organize the paper's incoming dispatches. There are several documents in this file. Let's see.
If somebody... Okay. Actually, I'm not going to do that. That's cringe. Okay, Spring-Heeled Jack, the Terror of London. Fantastical character. Yo, Spring-Heeled Jack, that's a Lemon Demon song. First appearance, 1837. Associated... You know, I could do an oughh voice. I can't believe... I could do an oughh voice if I wanted to. I think I could do a very good oughh VTuber voice. A lightened, cutesy voice. Please don't. Oh, you're so mean. Fine. Can't believe KATYA SABLE donated to cancer research. Now more children in the world will get cancer thanks to this research. I mean, hey, what can I say? I am a man of the people because everybody knows that I can't be a woman because there's no such thing as a real woman offline. Man, all of you in chat have no faith in me. Y'all don't think I can be cute. That's sad. That hurts. That wounds me even. I'm very capable of being cute. Thank you very fucking much. Boss attacked Emu with Twitch God. Wait, that's so fucking funny. Wait, I can have a list of allegations. I can source them from the post. I can do like a black and white checkerboard backdrop. You know, I could do the... I'll bring out the ukulele and I'll bring up like a PowerPoint of all of the allegations and I'll address them one by one. Oh, that's great. Can't believe Katya would troll on Russian CSGO matches and yell slurs at the Russian squeakers. Boss burn the fan gifts at TwitchCon. And I do it again! Katya is actually Cinder's boyfriend. Shit, how did you know? Alright. Associated with several suspicious muggings and robberies taking place in London and the other parts of England. Description: a diabolical appearance. Bats, wings, horns, blue flames coming out of the mouth, eyes, etc. Identifying marks. All of the eyewitnesses speak of his capacity to make leaps of superhuman distance, where his nickname. Conclusion: having become the very example of an urban legend of our century, this character fascinates as much as his demonic and fantastical aura, as by the fact that he has never been caught by the police. Important. At the time of the attacks against the young woman, Lady Scales and Jane Aslop, the papers covering the events, had record sales for the weeks. That's why Spring-Heeled Jack is a reoccurring hero of cheap fantasy publications and theater pieces. Popular and financial success guaranteed. Damn, I can't believe women made, monster fanfiction slop.
I wonder why Bulling is studying this tale about Spring-Heeled Jack so meticulously.
The Tesors of London, Spiz-Heeled Jack, Phantom Killers, the Butcher's Blade, the Whitechapel Butchers, Doctor's Death, London Rippers, the Bleeders, the Bloody Reppers. These are all just, names for, African-American rappers. Hi, Katya. Hi, Barney.
What does that mean?
Mr. Charles Moore, I thank you for this testimony of the Whitechapel Killer that you followed. Not easy authentication. Do not hand over to the press without my invitation. Thank you for your collaboration and your discretion. We won't forget this, Inspector Aberlin.
Well, well, a piece of information about the murders transmitted exclusively to the police without informing the press. That has piqued my curiosity. Perhaps I should go to the police station to get more information.
This is some good cracker right here. A sentence you don't get to hear often these days. Tom, about the letter. Given the thanks from Inspector Aberlin, I think they took the bait. Even if they were defending themselves, think of the second. We must be ready if he kills again. Either way, we must keep up the correspondence, be responsive. This idea will save us. We will get the information firsthand, and we will make history. But stay quiet. Keep a low profile. I am not really in the know, and you'll be the first one who gets it if there's trouble. CM.
What does that mean? I have inspected everything, but there's no sign of bullying. He must have dashed off to his HQ, the Wasp's Nest. However, before I go to see him, I should find out about this mysterious information. It could help me get something out of the journalist. To the police station, then.
Okay. Let's go into the police. We're working with a fucking cop. I promise I'm almost done eating. I'm sorry. This is so disgusting of me. I know better. I know better than to eat and stream. This is borderline perverse. Alright.
Let's go to the police station.
Come, come. Back again, are we? Come this way, good man. The inspector has a few questions to ask you.
Well, what'd I do?
Here is the man, Inspector.
Congratulations, Humphreys. So, my lad, one would say that you owe us a bit of an explanation for having left something with us. What is your full name and profession?
Sherlock Holmes, consulting detective.
Well, how about that?
Mr. Holmes, can you explain this get-up, your presence in the neighbourhood despite my instructions, as well as this most opportune restitution of jewels?
Firstly, I should tell you that not being under your command, I never understood what you said as an order, but rather as advice. I thought I would be wise to follow them to a certain extent. I intended to explain the stolen goods sooner or later. My presence here will allow me to fill you in on a few conclusions that...
If it is in regard to the Whitechapel murders, it won't help us much. We have no doubt that we will be revealing the identity of the murderer to the people in the area in a day or two.
I'm impressed, Inspector, and I offer you my sincerest congratulations. Nonetheless, you should investigate a certain doctor.
Listen, Holmes, let us do our work. You've rid us of a great pain in the rear end by finding those jewels for us. It's weeks of work that you've saved us. But I think you're a little underqualified for a case like that of Jack the Ripper. Until it's over, I demand that you do not set foot in the area. Is that clear?
I take note of your advice, Inspector. You mentioned Jack the Ripper. Pardon me, but you know the name of the murderer?
Oh, it's from a letter that the Central News Agency sent our way. It was written by the killer. And even if it can't be proven, it must be recognised that the signature is striking. This information is confidential, and I would ask you to keep it to yourself, Holmes.
Can I have a little look? Out of mere curiosity, Inspector. Then I shall disappear.
In that case, I don't see any objection.
Thank you so much.
Cher patron, I keep on hearing the police have caught me, but they won't fix me just yet. I have laughed when they took so clever. They look so clever and talk about being on the right track. That joke about leather apron gave me real fits. I am down on a horse, and I shan't quit reaping them till I do get buckled. Grand work on the last job was. I gave the lady no time to squeal. How can they catch me now? I love my work and want to start again. You will soon hear of me with my funny little games. I've saved some proper red stuff in a... Is that ginger? Oh, in a ginger beer bottle over the last job tried with, but it went thick like glue and I can't use it. Red ink is written off. I hope. Next job I do, I shall clip the letter's ears off and send to the police officer just for the jolly, wouldn't you? Give this letter back till I do a bit more work.
French accent Katya is actually kinda sexy.
It's a shitty mix between French and Transylvanian. The sis thinks she saw right. There's no goddamn way. No, I'm making Jack the Ripper's voice French because he's evil. Everyone knows that all evil people are French.
keep this letter back till I do a bit more work. Then give it out straight. My knife's so nice and sharp. I want to get to work right away if I get a chance. Good luck, yours truly, Jack the Ripper. Don't mind me giving trade name. P.V.S. P.S. Long enough to post this before I got all the heading off my hands, 'cause it's no luck yet. They say I'm a doctor now. The Dracula is peeking through that accent sometimes. Katya accuses Sarah and Riri the Rat Girl of being evil. Oh, I don't need to do that. Twitter will do that for me. That was like the most painful French accent I've ever tried to fake. That was very much like a weird blend of French and Transylvanian. I'll call it Transylvanian. That's my French vampire accent. Hello. Hello, Amir. Show me your croissant, I will reveal my baguette. At least she knows it was painful. Ah! Look, I need to make my bad guy sound evil, or else, like, what's the fucking point? Can't give him the ooh-ooh voice, or people are gonna go be sad, because, but it's just, come on now. Ho, 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 ho.
Me? Not up to discovering who Jack the Ripper is? Well, we'll soon find out, won't we, Inspector Aberline? I know who wrote the Dear Boss letter signed Jack the Ripper that Inspector Aberline gave me, and above all, I now know why. This Tom Bulling was inspired by this fantastical character to build a myth out of the Whitechapel Killer. Perhaps he would be receptive if I shared my discovery about him and prevent him from accusing Squippy. I must find him at once. My best bet would be to try my luck at the pub.
Hell yeah, I love interfering with police activity. That's my favorite thing to do, Sherlock. Mr. Schlock.
Ah, Holmes, I got your message, and here I am.
Perfect, Watson. That oaf Bluto is looking for us with evil intentions, and he may be hiding here. I will try to get more information inside. You, Watson, will be our lookout, and at the slightest suspicious sound, do not hesitate to call a constable on his rounds.
Yes, sir?
Man, he looks so fucking funny.
Good evening, Mr. Bully.
We know each other?
No, however, I have some information that may be of interest to you.
Talk, my friend. A pint for you if what you say is worth something. Does it have to do with the Whitechapel murders?
Indeed, I know the identity of the man who wrote a letter to the police, a letter entitled Dear Boss, in which the author claims to be the Whitechapel murderer and is signed Jack the Ripper.
What?
It's a journalist who was inspired by Spring-Heeled Jack in order to strengthen the credibility and the seriousness of his agency. This new Jack will give him some first-hand information that he, in turn, will dole out sparingly to the authorities, as well as some carefully distilled indiscretions that the big papers will come to beg of him. He plays both sides off against one another and becomes the chief orchestrator of the rumor. He wrote this letter in this very spot, and he has red ink on his fingers. Like you.
What exactly are you after, my friend?
You've been threatening a certain Squibby to distribute a telegram naming him as a possible suspect in these murders in revenge for an old feud. I would suggest you don't write this note, and that you leave Squibby alone.
I'd forgotten about the existence of that rapscallion. I threw that at him when I was visiting the station to get the dope. You should have seen his face.
You must also stop sending these letters that waste the authorities' precious time.
Right, well, I don't even know what you're talking about. I have a great relationship with the bobbies. Just ask around. I don't have to answer to nobody. Now leave me alone.
Okay, so Tom Bowling wrote that fake letter about Jack the Ripper.
Farewell, sir.
Good riddance. I have nothing further to say.
Hey, you wouldn't be the gas man that Bluto's looking for.
Don't know him.
Lol, lol, lol. Oh! Oh my god, look at those eyes! I know those eyes following me, dark and familiar, and deep as the sea.
No, if Bluto sees me, it could prove to be quite dangerous.
Pussy! Pussy, 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 marijuana, awana. Pussy, 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 marijuana.
Let's hurry to the police station, Watson. We are close to our goal. Squibby will be able to reveal what he knows about Tumblety.
Void stare, real?
Squibby, so that's it. You're a free man again. We were just coming to the station to find you.
Yeah, the bobbies agreed to let me go and I came to see Bluto before ferreting you out. So, you've seen the newspaper man?
Yes, he is in the pub and everything is taken care of, but I'm waiting to hear what you have to say about Dr. Tumblety.
Okay, but we have to be quick. One night, I goes to see Bluto in his hideout that ain't far from the boarding house where this Tumblety bloke has a room. I see him coming in too. He must have been on one real binge. To the point, the Tumblety fella was there, and he smiles at me, all nice like. He tells me he's a great Yankee doctor, but my business interests him. I'm interested, I tell him, but I'm not the type to just jump right in without getting to know a person, see? He invites me around to his room to talk business, just him and me. We empty a bottle or two, and all of a sudden, like, he wants to show me what he's got in this big trunk that he always carts around places. I just about vomited, see? In these jars, just like pickles, you know, there were pieces of meat. And he whispers that it's the lady bits of some old dames. He called them peckybins. I call them love killers, I would. Yuck! After that, he starts to go on about rich folk. They ain't nothing but dogs, and I won't tell you the worst of it. Then he comes all close to me and puts his sweaty hand on my leg. He was one of them types, not me. I don't wait a second before I give him a good thrashing, and I start running and let go of him, and he still wants to see me again, just to talk business. But then I had to do time, so business.
Do you know where he can be found?
Why, ain't he in his digs? Maybe he got to liking life behind bars too. I heard that in some jobs, there's a way to...
Thank you for your information, and we'll meet again, my friend. Here is the sum I promised to get you out of London.
Ciao, fella. I've just got a little score to settle with Bluto, and I'm heading for the country.
Alright, so we have learned that Jack the Ripper is gay, everybody! Jack the Ripper is gay and he kills women. I mean, we knew that he kills women, but he's gay!
Lipski!
What a cutscene.
My dear Watson, we must strike while the iron is hot. We have avoided meeting Dr. Tumblety until now. The time has come to do so.
Do you have an opinion, Holmes?
We must assure ourselves that the factor collector of female organs and a murderer who removes said organs are resident in the same area at the same time is nothing more than coincidence.
I thought that you wouldn't bring me back your keys. Oh, it's you, Mr. Holmes. Good evening, Dr. Watson.
The keys.
Indeed, it is I again. One of your tenants left without returning his keys?
Yes, it's Dr. Tumblety whom we spoke about. Shortly after your last visit here, some constables came and asked me a few questions regarding him. Barely had they left than the doctor came barreling around a street corner and rushed up into his room upstairs. A little while afterwards, while I was tidying, I heard a thud in his room and a rush down the stairs. He left with most of his bags, but without returning his keys. You can go up and see if you wish. The door is still open.
I'm on my last cracker. This is horrible. I hate this. I want more crackers. My life's a nightmare. Oh.
Careful, Watson. Do not walk around here until I've inspected these marks.
I know, Holmes, I know. I understand your methods.
Where the fuck did you come from?
Ah, you have your rule and magnifying glass. I thought that you had forgotten them, Holmes.
I never forget the essentials, my dear Watson.
Okay, he is this...
Size 13.
Alright, so we got a 13-year-old.
Right foot, light trails. The man was running. Right foot, light trails.
A 13-year-old man running.
I'm missing some information.
Ah, you have your rule.
I never forget the essentials,
Shut
my
the
dear
fuck
Watson.
up. Okay, let's keep trying.
Right foot, light right foot, light foot.
What else am I supposed to click?
Right foot,
Right.
light trails. The man was running.
Okay, magnifying glass, front part of the shoe. See some dark spots in the middle under the footprint.
Right foot, light trails. The man was running. This isn't water. Going by its sticky texture and odor, I'd say we're dealing with formalin. These are the footprints of a tall man who had recently stepped in formalin and who left this room in a hurry.
Well, can I walk on it and enter the room now, Holmes?
No. You should stay right there, Watson. I hate you. Right foot.
These footprints are the same as those found in front of the door. Going by its size, this enormous trunk must be a wardrobe. These brackets are rather unusual.
Nah.
What do you think, Watson?
Let's see, Holmes. These are the names of the battles from the American Civil War.
I'm not even gonna fucking pretend to know any of these. Alright. I don't know the flags. I don't know the hats. I don't know any of this. So I'm gonna cheat. Oh my god. Oh, do I have to hit these manually or can I drag them?
I am under the impression that...
Let's see. 5 latches, each fitted with a 6-number combination system.
Okay, so the puzzle says... Sorry, I'm focusing. I'm locked in. I don't want to... You see, I know all of the American history, so... I gotta... Yeah, this is some horseshit. Oh, I have to manually type in all of these. Okay. 1, 2, 9, okay. 1, 2, 0, 4, 6, 1. Okay. And 1, 7, 0, 9, 6, 2. Remember the Alamo or something. What puzzle centered on American history is even doing in London? That's because the doctor is American. They made a big point to tell us that he was a Yankee over and over again. Keep in mind that this makes even less sense because this is a Ukrainian game company. And this was in the early 2000s, so they had even less reason to be including American history in here. But what do I know? Mr. Worldwide. All right. 04 07 63.
Elementary.
Oh yeah, easy. I know my shit.
This is dreadful, Holmes. This trunk contains 4 jars in which organs are floating.
I'm sure that'd be
Watson,
terrifying
can
if
you
I
tell
could
me
see
at a
it.
glance what these organs are?
I would say that they are parts of female reproductive organs.
Oh, that's
Are
sexy.
these specimens fresh?
No, and I am quite certain of it. From the colour and appearance, I'd say these organs have been in these jars for several months, if not years.
Delicious. Rotten organs. Nom 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 nom. Female reproductive organs. You see, this is how they create women, is they artificially grow these organic organs in these jars, and then they find femboys on the streets, and they slice them open, and they shove them in there. That's how women are made. Delicious. All right. Can I click anything? He's working on the prototype for fleshlights. Yeah, no, he's an American. Of course he is. That doesn't sound ethical, Katya. Anything for the look, anything and everything for the sake of the bit. Do not understand how you found yourself in this situation. Your passionate discussions on the legitimacy of this war should have convinced more than one. I still remember when you imitated him during the meeting. You struck that very charismatic pose as you exclaimed, "Vicksburg is the key. The war can never be brought to a close until that key is in our pocket." We all applauded. I'm sure even Lincoln himself would have applauded. During these dark hours, it was rare to have the occasion to laugh. So many deaths, ending with our very much loved president, killed by the coward and left to join those of the victory at Gettysburg, who courageously fell so the next day the key would be in our pocket.
If this letter is addressed to him, it would appear our doctor is a veteran of the American Civil War.
Oh. Well, I mean, now it makes sense why he's collecting a bunch of female reproductive organs and putting them in jars. I mean, when you're on the battlefield and you're a man conscripted to fight for the Americans, like, you're not getting any. You're not getting any. So, like, bro saw, like, a gap in the market. He's like, you know what? If I sell these to soldiers, if I go to the front lines of a war zone and I sell them hoo-ha in jar, I'm gonna make a goddamn fortune. Dear Francois. Sorry, I'm not going to do the fake French accent. That's stupid. Dear Francis, it is impossible for us to meet again. I am feeling terrible, as pursuing our relationship further could put both my marriage and my reputation in danger. Hold on. Francis? At the very end, I can see that's Charles. This game is so gay. Wait, what? What kind of... This is 2003. Must return to that life of love, fleeting and physical, in which few coins to those young men assures corporeal peace and anonymity. These growing feelings that I have for you make me scared, and I would prefer to shun this passion for the fear that it may never leave me. Perhaps we shall cross paths again one day in a discreet location where like-minded men meet. I know that you frequent them regularly. You never hide yourself. For my part, I will spend more time with my wife and girls in order to find serenity, and I hope to throw the veil of oblivion over our passionate embraces. All the best, Charles. Okay, so this Civil War vet is selling women's body parts, and he's gay, and Jack the Ripper is gay. Are they trying to tell us something? That gay people are serial killers? My dear Francis, I am using the default chiller font on Microsoft Word to write this letter for you. It is in putting aside our common past, and thus, as a friend, I am sending you these words. I have learned some mutual friends of your recent trouble with the law. You should be more careful. England has nothing in common with the Wild West, but her seedy areas can be just as dangerous. Your attraction to young rogues will cost you dearly one of these days, whether it be at the end of an alley or at the benches of a jury. Man of your quality and fortune does not have to frequent the hovels to bring his pistol with him everywhere. It is not necessary to use violence to find partners, unless this violence pleases you. Certain circles brothels that we used to frequent are still open to you. Take advantage of this healthy and respectable company rather than demeaning yourself with these destitute lads, and pray get rid of that god-awful chest. Who knows what the people to whom you show while bragging must think and speak of it. The man you once loved, Henry.
This Dr. Tumblety seems to be attracted to men more than women. That much is clear. So, the doctor has a handgun, and he would use it to restrain young men, perhaps. Let's go to Baker Street.
Is there someone here?
Yes.
What's going on, Finley? You seem to be in a panic.
The 2 police officers wanted to know if someone suspicious had entered here. The Whitechapel killer has struck again, and if I understood correctly, he killed 2 women in the past few hours.
Where?
I don't know. The police didn't tell me anything.
Quick, Holmes. We must catch up with them.
Certainly not, Watson. Mr. Finley, do you know if the doctor had any other pieces of luggage up there apart from this trunk?
1 or 2, I think.
Do you take care of the doctor's laundry?
My wife does laundry for the tenants once a week. The sheets likewise.
Would you be kind enough to let us know as soon as possible if the doctor shows up again?
Certainly. I'm just worried that he won't be back, you see, and I'm annoyed about my keys.
Holmes, I don't follow. The Whitechapel killer is, at this very moment, very close by, and we are just staying put, twiddling our thumbs.
The Whitechapel killer has always been nearby, and what will we do? Go back to the scene of the crime or crimes and mix with the onlookers and trample the crime scenes even more? No, our time will come. Let's return to Baker Street.
Let's go back to Baker Street. Home, sweet home.
So,
we were less than 200 feet away from the first victim a few minutes before she was murdered. We might even have heard the murderer's voice, and we haven't done a thing for the past week.
You're the one not doing anything, Watson. For my part, I have been working, and as you know, I've made good use of this week by tracking down and verifying all of the solid facts on these 2 murders to write up the notes that are on my desk, read them over again, and try to gain a bit of perspective.
you see the pure aura emanating from him. That pipe, it just does it, He was sitting there smoking hard. You see, this is why I carry a pipe everywhere. It increases my aura by 10,000%. Hitting that opium pipe? Nah, I'm sure it's some good old-fashioned Nakadite. Katya, are you the Ripper? No, because apparently Jack the Ripper is a gay rapist. According to the Ukrainian developers. Okay. But at the same, because he's gay, he's been disproven as the culprit? Well, yes and no. They say that he's disproven as Jack the Ripper, but they implied that he's up to a bunch of other crimes, like attacking young men or boys, I'm not sure, in the middle of the night with a knife and forcing them to copulate. So that just makes him a gay rapist. It's like, no, I'm not Jack the Ripper. I'm not attracted to women. I just so happen to have female reproductive organs in my case because I think they're neat. No, I would rather rape young boys. Like, oh, that's not the W you think it is, Chief. All right.
I have read and reread them. But give me something to do then. A task where I can get stuck in, because...
Find me a slaughterhouse that will give us exclusive use of its block for an hour. And find me, in your opinion, which common animal shares the most characteristics with humans from a physiological point of view?
Pigs.
Pig?
I don't even know why I asked that question. Pray, find a dozen fresh pig's heads, Watson. Not big heads, I prefer small ones.
Sows?
That's it, Watson. As soon as you have done that, let me know. I request that you search in Whitechapel. Who knows, perhaps you will learn something about where Dr. Tumblety may be hiding. There is also no shortage of slaughterhouses and pig's heads in those parts.
What an oddly specific task he wants us to do. He wants us to find female pigs for us to kill. I mean, no, he wants female pig heads. And he wants us to use a slaughterhouse. What is your end game, Sherlock? That's a bit bizarre. Fisting is $300. Oh boy, what a steal! I'm being paid $300 to fist somebody, right? That's what you mean? You unlocked a new fetish? Nah, that shit's nasty. I already forget what we were supposed to do. Sherlock, what do you want us to do again?
You still haven't left, Watson?
Oh, fuck you too, buddy. Oh, fuck, what am I supposed to do? What was the last thing he said? Whitechapel. Find something where Dr. Templeton may be hiding. Map of Whitechapel. Okay, so now we just wander Whitechapel. Alright, I guess.
What a ridiculous idea to have asked Holmes for something to do. Where on earth am I going to find what he wants? Perhaps that kind Lucy will be able to help me. I have nothing to ask.
Okay. Smokes pipe. Watson, you've done jack shit. Done jack and shit. Go snatch me a dozen of pigs' heads. Yeah. I mean, it's opium. It's opium. Lucy's lodgings? Boarding house.
I must go to Miss Bella's.
Lucy. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Was this always here? Oh, damn. Look at the rib cage. Somebody's not been feeding their Uma. Jack shit? Where did you find it, Watson? Me when I'm jacking my shit? Hello? Lucy, I'm at your lodgings.
No, it would be better not to insist.
Aren't you? Yo, what that kid doing? He's sprinting, he's sprinting, he's sprinting, he's sprinting. He's a runner, he's a track star. Go, buddy! Huh, her moving out of the way for the NPC was actually pretty interesting. How much jack shit if a jack could jack shit? He's running from Tumblety. Okay, well, no, I'm here at the lodgings. Why won't it let me select things? Ugh, now she's screaming. Women. Me when I jack my Tumblety. Run, Forrest, run! You ripped and or shredded yet? I'm trying. Oh, hey, there's a guy back there. Hey, guy. Hey, guy. I'm not your buddy, pal. I'm not your pal, buddy. Hey, guy. Alright. Guide time. Women. Oh. Okay, I guess we go to the brothel instead of her house. Well, excuse me for thinking of the logical thing.
I must go to Miss Bella's.
You're in a rush, my pretty? Come, I'll have you done so quickly you'll only have time to pay.
I don't think that's a flex. People typically don't want to last only like 30 seconds, you know? If anything, that just says that you're shit at your job.
Out of the way, I don't like the look of you.
I don't like the look of you.
Good evening, Lucy. But is something wrong?
Good evening, Dr. Watson. Yes, it's my uncle. He's no longer with us.
Please accept my condolences, miss.
Thank you, Doctor. But why are you here? Can I help you?
Butcher's Murders. I don't remember that song. I know Butcher's Vanity. Would you rather whammon or whammoo? Ooh, that's a good one. How old is this game? I think it's like 2006. The slaughter's on. I'd love to see you come undone, unsatisfied until I got you flayed alive.
My request may sound rather strange, but do you know if there is a butcher's or slaughterhouse in the area where pigs are killed?
Yes, Fletcher's the man. He was a regular client, owner of a little butcher's shop not far. But Miss Bella didn't want him to come, as long as he didn't treat his awful sickness.
Can you point to his shop on my map?
Certainly.
Damn, he was rejected from the whorehouse. That's sad.
Do you know anything about the 2 latest murders?
Oh, goodness me, no. All the girls in the neighbourhood are terrified. Who will be next? That's what everyone is asking.
Goodbye, Lucy.
Until next time, perhaps, Doctor.
What gets me is that there is such a sheer volume of prostitutes. Like, is this historically accurate that there is so many prostitutes in London, especially at this time? What am I saying? Of course it's accurate. I can just go online and look at OnlyFans right now. World's oldest profession for a reason. I don't know. Makes me feel a little bit sad. Makes me feel a little bit sad that there's some people out there that don't have enough faith in their ability to do literally anything else. Sure, there are man whores, but like you don't see nearly as many men doing things like OnlyFans or prostituting themselves because they have more faith in their other abilities, or maybe they just don't see themselves as sexual objects. Maybe they do. Maybe they just decide they don't want to. Maybe they don't think they're wanted or capable, or maybe there just isn't the demand of the market. But I don't know. It's just so depressing to see the self-degradation of young, impressionable women and teenagers even, where the dream of sexual liberation is sold to them is freeing, only for them to be trapped down the road when they want to do other things, only to have their chances absolutely destroyed because they've now got a permanent history with a big black smear on it. Especially since it's all online. I mean, hey, back during the Victorian era, you could just pretend. You could move somewhere else. You never did anything. But online, the paper trail is part of the marketing. I don't know. People get into pornography these days and they almost never get to leave. Like, Mia Khalifa was, like, famous for doing porn, and then she was really, really trying to do other things. But because she had that history with porn, that's all anyone ever knew her for or cared about for, and she just ended up getting sucked back into that vortex. I don't know. Her story depresses me a little bit. It's also the lazy, easy perspective. Would you rather work 12 hours shift at the factory or spread your legs for half an hour? I mean, there's also that, but that's more of a different kind of question. I have a friend who's going through it, and I'm trying to help lead her to Christ. Well, some people are just incapable of leaning on religion, and some people are still theoretically religious while doing these things. It's more of a societal, not expectation, but lack of collective responsibility as for training people properly. Kind of like how a lot of kids these days are growing up learning not how to read and write because they're being slapped in front of iPads. A lot of young women are being brought up to genuinely think that gold digging is a proper way to live a life. all I see on TikTok are people like millennial women and older Gen Z women spoiling the shit out of their little girl children, saying that I'm raising her to only accept and want the best and to want gifts all the time because I want her to hunt for a man who will spoil the shit out of her. And it's like, if that is a priority, if that is the top priority on your list at all times, and not, I need to teach my child to be self-sustaining and to not be selfish and stupid, then you have fundamentally failed as a parent, and you've set your kid up for a lifetime of disappointment, especially in this economy. Because it's like, we are fast-tracking to only a microscopic amount of people being able to access all of the wealth in the world. And if everybody has the mindset of, I deserve something I haven't earned purely because of the way I was born, then it's over. Men are taught their primary purpose is to be that gold to dig. Well, yeah, but it's not just that. Men are told you have to be the provider, the protector, the worker, the slave, and historically, it worked because there was actually some counterbalance, because the roles that women were given were there to fill in the gaps in the expectations that were placed upon men. But now the expectations for women have dramatically shifted, so now the void is there, and it's a big gaping vacuum. So now men have all the responsibility, but none of the reward, and women have all of the reward, but none of the responsibility. And it's soul-sucking, and it's devastating. And now new subclasses of people are forming to try and make their lives work. And some of them are following more traditionalist values. Some of them have created entirely new value systems. But the way things are right now, it doesn't work. And it was always intentional. It was always intentional because this is how you destabilize a society, so you can swoop in and claim the rubble and the refuse. This is how the rich get richer and the poor stay poorer, is you erode, I'm not going to say family values, but the values of self-sustaining. The value of the self. By making everybody so individualistic and making everybody both individualistic and selfish and self-focused, but also incapable of operating on their own, you get a society full of broken people, because they both need to rely on themselves, like they both need to rely on everyone around them to survive, and they also don't want to be seen as relying on others, and they want to be seen as a self-moving mountain. So everybody is born and lives their lives as an oxymoron. In traditional family structures, women performed as much shit as men. Yeah, no, like traditional values, like traditional, again, they filled in the roles that men didn't do. There was shared responsibility. It was just different responsibilities, right? Alternative structures that kind of mirror traditional values only work if all of the responsibilities are shared with like equal fervor. Whenever it becomes one person gets all the benefit and one person gets all of the hell, that is when things fall apart. The government tricked women into working to make more in taxes. Yes and no. That definitely is one way of looking at it. The government really benefited in the end, pushing women into the workforce for a multitude of reasons. There was the taxation reason, but it was also more bodies, so that they can lower actual wages because now there's more competition in the workspace, right? It's why high levels of immigration at low cost is such an issue. It's kind of the same issue as bringing in the other half of the gender, right? Like the other gender into the workforce, the other sex. You all of a sudden have 50% more population fighting for the same jobs. Of course, not all the same jobs. You don't have women wanting to typically be sanitation workers or be on construction or do all the really dangerous, disgusting work. Still, those are majority male jobs. But it's a complex and depressing issue. No wonder why so many young men have given up on life nowadays. I hope... I don't know what the future holds for you people on Earth, but I'm watching everybody kind of disintegrate, and there's a saying. There's a saying that tough times make strong people build good times, and good times create weak people. Or maybe instead of people, it was men. In this case, I mean, everybody gets sucked into it, so it doesn't really matter. Right now, we are in the bad times created by weak men. So, I don't know how long the bad times are going to last, but hopefully not too much longer. Hopefully, we have some strong people come back and take the reins. We have to be the strong people, yes? We can't sit around and wait for strong people to pop into existence. We have to do our part, and we have to become the people that we need to be. We need to be the people that create change, even if it's individually in our own small communities. Because nobody can change the whole world, but you can fix the street you live on. You can affect change in, like, maybe a school that your kid goes to if you have one. Maybe you can help a broken family. You can feed a homeless guy. You can slit the throat of, like, the crack addict that keeps raping all the children in the streets. I don't know, like, be the change you need to see. Okay, we need to go to the butcher shop.
Ah, there's Fletcher's butcher shop. Closed due to illness. If the proprietor is ill, the butcher's block is probably not being used. Perhaps I can use it. Now, where could a sick butcher have got to?
Hospital.
Yes, if Fletcher is ill, he should be here.
He should be. Who knows?
Yes, if Fletcher is ill, he should be here.
Bro, just go inside the building. Are you Fletcher? Are you Fletcher?
Good evening, Dr. Watson.
Good evening, Dr. Gibbons. I have come to see you because I was wondering if, by any chance, you happen to have a patient by the name of Fletcher, a butcher who would have relinquished his shop due to illness. An illness caught during nocturnal encounters, if you catch my drift.
Fletcher is one of the regulars at the clinic. Mercury treatment against syphilis. A night with Venus, a lifetime with Mercury. He left London a fortnight ago for the fresh country air. Why is he of interest to you?
Oh, no reason. I'm more interested in using his shop, only for an hour or so. Would he have left his keys with family in the area?
He has none left, but he must have left Hardiman, the cat's meat seller, to oversee his shop. They're in business. They're good friends.
Do you know where he can be found?
No, but wander around the neighbourhood and listen for his beeps. He often passes in front of the clinic. Besides...
Okay. Here in the third world, when someone wants to make a change and does something in days, he suddenly disappears from existence. Well, you see, that's where you need to know where to draw the line responsibly. Like, if something is genuinely beyond reason, That is when you need to do your absolute utmost to get out of the environment that is going to actively destroy you, and then try to become an asset to the community you place yourself into. Now, what does that mean? That doesn't mean immigrate from a bad country into a good country and then refuse to follow the country's customs. Because you want to bring your home customs and you try to impose them upon others. No. It means if you're in a bad place and you move to a place that isn't so bad, you learn the law of the land, you meet the people, you do your best to become one of them, and from there you try to enact the changes that you see most befit the people you care about, their safety and your happiness. That is all you can do as an individual man. And if you've got nobody, then become somebody. Invent a life for yourself. From the ground up, even if it's
me that you're looking
from
for,
ground zero.
sweetheart.
Oh, this is the woman that we nearly killed.
Actually, no. I am looking for the cat food seller, Hardiman.
Hardiman? Poor Hardiman? It isn't quitting time for him yet. That gives me some time to wander the streets before he shows up, and with him all the cats hereabouts.
Again, Zombie Army 4 Stream 1. I don't know what that is. If it's a... Okay, if you have a game suggestion, put it in the Discord. There's an area for that.
Do you know where he lives?
Sure. And for a copper, I might even tell you.
Here are a few coins.
You're too kind, Governor. Well, these days I knows that he lives with his mammy on Hanbury Street, in the same place where Dark Annie bled to death.
So in doing so, do you have to completely abandon your old traditions and culture? Not in the damn slightest. No. However, you need to do your best to be culturally sensitive to where you have moved to, right? If your culture that from your country of origin or your place of origin, your town of origin even, is in massive conflict with where you moved to, then you need to do your best to make sure that you don't disrupt where you live, right? Like in some cultures, some things are considered crimes and some things are considered totally normal. You need to learn to live within the rule of the law where you're going. Like, that is baseline. Respect for your neighbors. Alright? After you've lived to the letter of the law, at that point, that is where you can be a bit more loose with what you do and do not decide to display culturally. Like, wearing religious artifacts, totally up to you, totally fine. Again, it depends where you live, but hopefully you'd be living somewhere where that is acceptable, yes? You want to play music? You want to play your cultural music? You want to wear your cultural outfits? You want to display your cultural food? That is entirely up to you, as long as you're not disrupting the local population in a way that pisses everybody off. Because at the end of the day, you have come to their home, and they were already there. Nobody would like it in inverse, right? If you were already living somewhere and somebody totally ended everything that you've known your whole life, right? It is not the job of a country who is accepting people that are moving in to change its baseline culture to suit the needs of those coming in. It is the job of those coming in to do their best to assimilate while not losing what makes themselves special. It is not an easy thing to do, and it shouldn't be easy. Nothing good in life ever comes easily. But the instant you try to take the easy way out, you destroy both cultures and you make everybody miserable. Isn't assimilating to where you immigrated the way that will flow? When in Rome, speak like a Roman? You would think so, Undying. But there is a massive motion right now in the world, politically, socially, economically, to discourage that kind of thought and behavior. that it's... And honestly, that, I think, is insulting to the intelligence of the people that are doing the immigration. I think that the people who are immigrating are more than capable of being able to both keep their cultural identity and respect their new neighbors. And not holding them to that standard is an insult to their intelligence and an insult to the people that they have now moved to. This talk would be a lot more inspiring without the background image. Lamau.
Why did you call him poor Hardiman?
Bah! He's in grieving, of course. Just a few weeks ago he lost his wife. And 3 months before that, his girl, poor fella. He was in tatters. Even came to cry on my shoulder, believe it or not.
Oh, is this how he got syphilis? That sucks.
Well, I must leave you. I must go to Hanbury Street.
Thanks for the mini Zatsu, it was inspiring. Thank you. Katya, she's a beautiful modern woman. Well, she's earning a living. Somehow. I will say the NPC designs are pretty good. Like, they're janky because it was 2006, but like, I don't know, there's some charm. Alright, so we gotta find the cat food seller. But yes, to be respected, you must be respectful. But respect means different things in different cultures. So it is the responsibility
I have no reason to go that
of
way.
one wanting respect to learn what that means. I'm not gonna go into someone's house and then... You know what? I'm not gonna talk about this anymore. Talking about it in general is gonna get me in trouble. But to a degree, it's a very important conversation that needs to be had, regardless of who you are socially or economically, your status in life. Now where's the fucking cat food seller? Where is the cat food seller with syphilis? Well, you're already apologizing, Keck. No, you don't understand. That's different. That's different. I'm apologizing there for, I don't know, for single-handedly assaulting Imiru at TwitchCon, and, that woman whose spine got broken in 2 places 2 years ago at TwitchCon, I did that too. That was me. I actually snapped her spine over my leg when she jumped into the ball pit. I grabbed her like a toothpick and I snapped her. And I enjoyed every second of it. Nice kill. Thanks. Yeah, I threw out Chibidoki's gifts. Every single one of them. Man, all these streets look the same. We're outside the brothel.
I have no reason to go that way.
Ah.
I have no reason to go that way.
Katya throwing people into moving
This
trains.
is the building in which poor
Yeah.
Annie Chapman was killed. Beep beep.
Beep beep. Oh. Hey. That's some cat food for me, Ebenezer.
Beep beep. Hello, are you Mr. Hardiman? That's me.
Dan, Katya, you know that spinal injury caused her to lose her baby, right? I didn't know you were that evil.
What can I say? Anything for the sake of the bit.
I am Dr. Watson. I have come to see you about Fletcher's shop. I would like to use it for an hour or two, if you have the keys and your rates are reasonable. Do you want to operate on someone in the butcher's? Not at all. One of my friends needs it to prepare pig's heads. Well, why not? Fletcher certainly wouldn't mind, but there's a problem.
I done gone swallowed the keys.
A problem? How so?
This morning, the neighbour above broke his key in the door. The old boy must have already had a drink.
So?
Well, I tried my best to unjam it with Fletcher's spare key, which is pretty thin, and bam, that one broke too.
Hard luck. But if you have the end of the broken key, perhaps it can be fixed.
It must still be upstairs. I didn't pick it up. Fletcher has a key too, so I didn't think it was a problem. Fancy, if I just had another key with a simpler blade, I could copy it. I'm great at odd jobs.
Fine, I will try to find all of that.
Fetch quest. Add a child to the high score. That's crazy!
Well, see you later then.
Goodbye, sir.
Let's save. Alright. I think this is where we're gonna end off for today, but let's chat for a little bit. Yeah, Alcavi, I think I promised to kill you. And I promised that a long time ago, so I think I'll do that right now. How can we be lovers if we can't be friends? Yeah, Para! How can we start over when the fighting never ends, baby? How can we make love if we... Lol, 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 lol. I wonder if I can... Hold on. Pipsqueak, you want to go for a ride? I think I can make it work. Alright, go for a ride, buddy. Whee! Ah! Katya, can you kill me real quick? There's a guy in the afterlife I gotta settle a score with. Yeah, sure, 1 second. I'm busy. Whee! Get dizzy, get dizzy, get dizzy, get dizzy, get dizzy! Puke, you stupid rat! Anyway. Yeah, sure, I'll kill you real quick. What can I say? I'm not anything if not a very generous boss. I'll turn the music back on. I don't think anybody wants to hear the goings-on at the casino. If you want to hear the despair of the casino goers' voices... That's crazy. Can you spin the cylinder in the revolver? Currently, no. Down the line, I should be able to. But at this point in time, no. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. Rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy, crazy, crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats. Love how expressive the ears are. What, on Pipsqueak? His ears aren't that expressive. I guess he bounces a little bit. We're giving her ideas. No, that always has been an idea. I'm going to be getting a little bit of a rigging touch-up. And the hair bun right here, it's getting a little bit of an adjustment soon. So I'll see if I can pitch some gun adjustment as well. I don't know. What does Silverthorn smell like, since you're immune to it and all? It smells like mint. Like spearmint. Fell a few minutes behind on streams from my commentary lagging, working on viewing at the same time. All good, Warlock. Boss, what is that title? What? I'm just sure locked in. If it smells like mint, does it taste like mint? What if you make it into ice cream? I haven't considered it, but you know what? With the advent of our new product at the casino, I'm sure that we could try and figure out alternate uses for it. I'm sure it could be a fine ingredient. Nacodite ice cream. Although I mean there's poppy seed bagels. We could do like nacodite ice cream. What are you doing up there? Stop jamming. He's having fun in my stream? Ugh. Disgusting. You stay in the corner. Anyway. Let's see if there's anybody I can raid right now. Gosh, I'm jacking my ripper. Oi. He's not allowed to live. Not on my dime. Not until he, retracts his allegiance to Memoria. Babysitting him is a pain. Wonder if he has a rat hole like Jerry. Kiki Pion Pion is on. Is she on YouTube, though? I can only do immediate redirects. Okay, I've got a few mutuals that are on right now. Obake and Kana are live. It looks like Kana's doing like a group collab with Cynthia. Okay, yeah, we'll go there. I love Kana and Cynthia. Cynthia is actually rates the stream here pretty often. Very, very sweet girl. The Vialore girls are very sweet. I mean, I talk smack about all sorts of things, but if you treat me with respect, I'll retreat you. I'll retreat you. I'll treat you with respect back, right? Profession notwithstanding. All right. Now get out of my house. Pipsqueak, what are you eating?